Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Vandergriff. Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll pull it down and run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. To the air, it's Mertens. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab down the middle. Still running at the 40. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Makes the catch. It's Key. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air, it's Vandergriff. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback knew he was in that pocket too long, but nowhere to go with the ball, and he takes the sack.
He had nowhere to go with the ball, guys. And the defense is in nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The give to the back. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chances?
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to him. Coming after him. Slips away. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Dude, I've got to ask, how in the world did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
I have no clue. He kind of breaks one tackle and kind of spins off and evades the guy, but then he gets hit right in the mouth. You can make one guy miss, but it's hard to make 2 or 3 guys miss, and he goes to the ground.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down. On the ground with the counter. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Gators will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Badger. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking to pass. It's Mertz. He's got it down the middle. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is denied. No good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the jet sweep here. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Abrams. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Wilson.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure coming. Slides, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slogfest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David